All right. God damn it, Ed. Oh, the dog. Sorry. So, first of all, before we begin the session, I do want to give a shout out to Jackass. He has been here for quite a few sessions now and has been a big supporter of the channel and this campaign in general. So just want to give a shout out to him. If you're watching this on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, give him a thank you for all the support. But we are gonna go ahead and get this started. Last time on Cosmo Eternum, we began in a burned down farm shed. A storage building, a stable, who knows. Burnt down nonetheless. You spent your early wakes of the night with Soliana, sharing with her a commune with the gods. Each of you being allotted a single question to a deity of your choice, or to shout into the oblivion. Ark asking the question of Soliana's purpose in this world, and receiving an answer. Theo asking about the nature of his powers, although a vague answer, an answer nonetheless was given. Valen, you asked essentially how to find what you're looking for, how to achieve your goal. And although being given an answer you didn't like too well, it was an answer that made sense regardless. Following this commune with the gods, you spent quite a bit of time talking, relaxing. Some of you ending up more worse for wear, panic attacks, full-on mental breakdowns, and otherwise. It was a hard night for most of you. Sleep came to none of you during this time. You've been up for a little over 30 hours now, and you guys are extremely tired. You asked aid from Soliana to get back to the town, which you were given. A portal was opened, and you were all teleported back into the city, onto the roof of one of these large loft home type buildings, apartment complexes, like loft apartments. You knocked on a door and made way into a very interesting woman's home. Dolls laid the floors, ceilings, and every inch of this place. Kane recognizing a dark feeling, a dark presence about this house, as well as noticing some concerning aspects to this home that concerned him. But needless to say, you got out of there quickly and made your way back to the Scalded Tundra Tavern on the more central west side of the city, which I actually do need to pull that up real quick, just so I can get this exact location for you. Up. So the Scalded Tundra Tavern is yes, on the western side of the city of Thydonia, the more shipyard, skyport area of the city. You guys eventually made your way back inside, being alerted that, well, from Ark, that Liluth may be in danger. Taking concern to this, you beelined it up to the bedroom, Valen, in which you found Liluth laying in the dark room, but not alone. There was a shrouded figure in dark gray cloaks, tattered, worn, figure barely being able to made out, being able to be made out. I'm having a strong.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. There's a lot of M's in there. I was getting confused. A form that wasn't able to be made out. A face covered in dirty, worn, dry-blooded bandages. Hood pulled over the head. The body unknown, whether man, woman, strong, tall, muscular, large. Some conversation ensued, and this individual gave very vague information, but from what you could gather, he is related to Liluth somehow. He has a deep care for her, and he sees her as family. Through some conversation, you found out that he was planning to go to the city of Litheron to go collect a possible cure for Liluth's condition, her magical siphoning that this curse is upholding to her. Through the night, you had some conversation with him, argumentation back and forth between you, Valen, and him specifically. The others more so meandering around the tavern as this intense situation is continuing in front of them. Ark getting involved in separating the two of you. You went your own ways, Valen, to the extent of the outside of the tavern to cool down for a bit. The unknown figure residing back into the room. While Valen were outside talking, Yerk and Kane, as well as Otis, I believe, pulled into the hallway leading to this room. Yerk and Otis bearing witness to Kane's incoherent mumbling and scribbling on the walls, carving runes, smearing materials on the walls, glowing magics. A incoherent, dissociative mumbling from Kane. During this, I believe, where are you, buddy? Theo had resided to his room for the night, seeing as the day's events were a little much. Eventually, Valen and Ark returned, walking just past Kane and Ark, as well as, I believe, Otis is in this hallway.
I'm in my room right now.
Right. You had snuck by the ramblings of Kane and locked yourself in your room to avoid the nonsense that seems to follow this party. And as this is all happening, Valen returning back, this figure appeared and was told that you guys had procured transportation to the city of Litheron by means of an airship flown by a Captain Rorik. Whether that is the same individual that you know from previous, you will find out soon enough. And as this conversation is happening, this figure looked at you all. I think at this point, you would have been more so out in the thoroughfare here, as Kane and Yerk, I believe you guys were in the process of walking down the stairs.
Kane and I were, we kind of turned back after Kane kind of went back to confront the guy again with.
Yeah, I think we ended it.
Confront's a strong word.
Where he revealed who he was.
Well, I'm getting to that, because they were going down the stairs, they heard it, and they were beginning to come back up. Those two had just crusted the top of the staircase as this figure pulled the hood down and began pulling on the wrappings around his head, the congealing of flesh, bones, teeth, eyes, all congealing into one coherent form of a pale white, red-eyed individual, white hair with red undertone, a very non-male, non-female looking individual, very neutral body shape, very thinner, not really muscular, somewhere in between. But as he pulls his hood down, we begin this session with him looking at you. Well, if we're gonna get to know each other, I may as well introduce myself, as he's pulling everything off. My name is Sisyphus, but you can refer to me as Psy. And as he says this, you see the final bits of the neck beginning to congeal into that of flesh and skin. As he is standing in front of you, Ark and Valen, Kane and Yerk, you see this just the tail end of it as you crest back up the top of the staircase. And let me go ahead and grab a token for this figure. There we go. That'll work. So he pulls the hood down and you see that all congeal into the face.
Sai, what are you?
Something that I will divulge later. I'm kind of tired right now. I was planning on going to sleep, but you guys seem to be night owls. And I'm quite interested about this boat that you all have seemed to procure.
So we will be heading to bed as well. Just we'll have a conversation with our party member here about why he was freaking out so much and see what he knows.
Oh, you're blood hunter over there?
Yes, apparently he has some experience.
He cocks his head over to you, Kane. That is what you are, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't really like your kind. No hard feelings, hopefully.
Either.
But I'm sure I'm nothing that you've hunted before.
No, this is new.
Yeah, your scrawlings didn't really do much. May need to work on that.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
So just for confirmation and such, with what Yerk saw with the figures down fighting with the Banshee Hawk with the corruption, does he look similar?
He did look similar as it was congealing. He looks different now. He looks just like a person, just with more red and white undertones. But as the shape was shifting, it looked exactly like that.
Yerk is just gonna stay quiet a bit and maybe a little shaken.
You guys look like you're kind of freaking out over there.
I think we just need rest.
Of course. Well, I'm gonna skedaddle back to the room. Are we done here, or are you gonna come knocking on my door again?
No, we're sorry to disturb you. I hope you rest well.
I'm more so talking to the dragon fellow there. It looks like he's got a stick up his ass about me.
I mean, you didn't come quite off as polite as most people would, and expecting respect in return. So,
Well, when it's a immortal being, he kinda can get away with some things now, can't he?
Functionally immortal. Not quite to that.
immortal, mortal doesn't matter to me. Respect is still respect. Gods need followers, and they only get that by winning people over.
I don't know. From what I've read about your gods, a lot of them rule through fear, not respect.
Some of them, sure.
How about that little girl you're now serving?
I'm not serving anybody.
Don't look like it.
Looks can be deceiving.
Glad you recognized that.
Yep.
Well, good night. Hope you sleep tight.
Likewise.
He kind of just rolls his eyes as he begins walking away.
All right. I think we should probably save this conversation for in the morning.
Yeah, I need my beauty sleep.
Kane, if it is all right, we will talk more and see what's got you so uneased with this new person that we were going to be working with. If that is all right.
Did you not see the moving parts?
Again, functioning immortal, whatever he calls it, does not come to a surprise. Now, does it? Magic exists in the world. I am a talking skeleton. We can probably just get past that.
Did you not see what we were battling with the Banshee Hawk?
And again, that's another good point, too. We were fighting a Banshee Hawk that was created to fight giants and somehow came out from it. A guy that is smoke should not be a surprise, nor if he claims that he is semi-immortal.
Do you not see the flesh blobs?
Yes, we all saw the flesh lumps. Again.
Lyluth is a necromancer, so to have people close to her that may resemble any sort of death or cryptic, dark, weird stuff, it shouldn't be surprising.
I think he's corrupted.
Well, if he is, well, like, we'll have to find out as we go. And even if he is, he claims he can't die, so.
And either way, we do have a somewhat detector, if he is corrupted, with us, which will be following us either way. So we have a lot on our plates, yes?
Yes, maybe some sleep would do.
Yeah, we've had a long day and I'm tired.
Yes.
Let us go rest.
All right. So you all are
That chair back in his room.
you're receding to your bedrooms.
Mark is, yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Where were you sleeping, Valen? Because he kind of did take your room.
I'm going to Theo's bed. He's got a big room.
What?
You,
I'm going to
yo.
Theo's room. I'm gonna go. Hey, Theo. Big
hear
man.
you hear a knock
Best
on your
friend.
door, Theo. Wait, hold on. You hear a? Hold on, you hear it?
No.
There we go. I got the button for it. Oh no, he's yerking it. 1 minute.
Oh, I just smell fishy in here, dude.
Ew.
Oh, Jackass just said ban the action of sleep and rest this session.
Wow.
Yeah, that.
Wow.
Shit.
Yes, who's there?
It's Valen.
I open the door.
Hey man, check it out. My room is kind of full, people, and looks like you got the biggest room. Can I get like a pillow and a blanket to lay on the floor here?
The floor.
I mean, unless you're trying to lay on the floor, but we ain't sharing a bed.
I mean, if that's what you want, okay.
Unless you got another room open somewhere. I mean, you did work here before.
There's the balcony.
The balcony is in a room.
Just gonna hand him a pillow and a blanket.
Appreciate you.
All right. So you go and hand him a pillow as he begin to lay down on the floor. Theo, what are you doing at this time as he knocked on this door?
I was writing in my little notebook.
Anything particular? Or more for yourself?
Kind of recounting the memories from talking with that angel.
All right. Are you guys gonna have any conversation, or are you just kind of settling in?
Valen's racking the hell out.
All right.
It's like 3 a.m. right now.
Yep. Immediately laying down on the pillow, you're gonna begin to try going to sleep. Yerk, Otis, you find yourselves in your rooms. Anything you guys want to do before you settle down, or are you just clocking out?
I think Yerk is gonna light one of the prayer candles.
All right.
Mm. It's been a while, Father. Don't know if you would be able to hear me with this. I've not been what you wanted me to be. Made many mistakes too now. Just hope that you are not suffering down there, wherever you are.
You are or are not?
Hoping you are not.
Oh, it sounded like you said, "I hope you are suffering wherever down there." Where
That's what I got. Too.
I was like, oh, I was like, God damn, you're Jesus.
But,
All right.
and then he's just gonna lay down and head to sleep with the candle going.
All right. Otis, anything you're doing before clocking the hell out?
Well, after I got into my room with Kane scrawling on the doors, I was working on trying to figure out how to take apart one of the bullets that Will had gave me.
All right. So why is Johnny's character image so small?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm tiny.
He's little. He's little.
Hmm.
He's a little guy.
Forget about it.
Oh my. Johnny.
Yeah.
God, that is taking up so much space. You know what? You're just going to be small this session. Here you go. So, go ahead and roll me, I'd say, intelligence check. Add your proficiency modifier as you do have Tinker's tools with you.
So intelligence? Okay.
So roll intelligence and then add your proficiency bonus.
I had a great fucking start. Rolled a 5
In total?
Always.
in total. Yeah.
Eesh.
You begin
He began.
tearing at it.
begin.
You begin. You're trying to pry it apart. You are exhausted. You just get frustrated and annoyed to a point where you just throw it back in your bag and just collapse on the bed.
Well, then at that point, I start thinking about what the Wild Mother told me about possibly finding the person that I'm looking for, but probably not going to be the same person. And then the whole everything with Torin, finding out if he's actually dead or not. And I just kind of just close my eyes and start trying to fall asleep.
All right. Ark, anything you are doing or just laying down?
He'll do a little bit of like a meditation to get used to his new form acquaintance, the power that she gave him. See kind of how it flows through him, get a better understanding of the magic.
I roll an Arcana check.
An Arcana?
Yep.
$18.
18. Feels very similar to what it felt like before. But something's changed about it. You can tell that you can use it to its full potential, but the energy behind it is dampened. The system itself seems weaker. Whether it may need some more practice, whether it needs time to reintegrate into your form, you're unsure. But there is definitely something off about the magic now.
Okay. Does he get a feeling that if he, I don't know, practices with it or kind of communes with it more, that it would increase?
It seems like it's coming more from the back end of the magic. Seems like whatever was supplying this magic with you before, something has changed.
Okay.
Almost like a different type of magic.
Okay.
You spend...
After that, he'll just go ahead and head to bed. Yeah.
Right. So you begin laying down after that meditation, growing an understanding. Kane, what is it that you're doing at this point? You're kind of in the middle of this hallway. That figure still kind of stuck in your head of what you just saw.
I'm gonna quickly jot down whatever the fuck I just saw in my own thoughts.
All right.
Maybe draw a photo of what somewhat of what the creature looks like, and then go to my room.
Roll a performance check. See how good this drawing looks.
Just a stick man.
It's gonna be
Okay.
stupid.
15. 15.
Pretty decent drawing. With your understanding of what you saw, it makes sense. To a random passerby, probably not. And you're just heading to bed?
Yeah, I'm pretty tuckered out. I'm fucking, tired, nervous, all the emotions that you can think of.
Gotcha.
Man, we're not going to be able to sleep.
And safety measure, I guess I'm gonna put salt on the inside of my door.
All right. Little schizo bedroom. Love it.
That is still from Theo.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's Himalayan pink salt.
So
Bro, where's all my salt?
it's about
Hey, Valen.
3:34 in the morning at this point.
Jesus.
The sun is far past set. The night extent of the chirping of bugs and animals can be heard through most of your rooms, those of you with windows at least. And you all are exhausted. You've been up for a long time. But it's hard for you all to go asleep. Something is nagging in the back of your head. As the hours go by, you begin to hear this whispering through the walls. This just these overlapping, just whispered voices in the shadows. You swear you see shadows moving in the corner of your room. Their pack, clothing, small, shapeless, shadowy forms just curling across the walls. Although for some of you, the night is a little different. Otis. You're growing tired. Your eyes are heavy. But it's hard for you to go to sleep. But something does come to you. A darkness begins to fill your mind and cloud your vision. You feel cold and wet. You hear the crackling of a fire. As you crack your eyes open, sunlight. You find yourself with your head just outside a tent, looking up at a snow-covered pine and spruce forest. You look above you or in front of you as you are laying down, so it would be more tilting your head back to see. You notice a half-orc individual, long sword on his side, heavy fur-lined cloak, kind of poking at a fire with a stick. You see that there's a spit set up and there's some sort of small rodent-like creature currently getting spun over the fire. Just has one hand on the crank as he's just tending to the fire. You would see a grayish, green-skinned, very well-kept individual. Very finely kept beard, black hair curled back, a little longer, about down to the shoulders, but you can see it's beginning to gray towards the end. You would see two tusks come out the bottom lip, the more scrunched up kind of nose, the deep grayish eyes. It's about time you finally woke up. I was wondering I thought we were going to be here all day. You taking a nap like that?
Torn? What's going on?
Well, seems like you're trying to sleep the day away, from the looks of it. What, did you expect somebody else out here?
No, just. This is really strange.
You have a bad
It's
dream
like
or
I've-
something?
You could say that, I suppose. I was in this inn with a bunch of other people, and we were fighting a big beast.
Sounds like those thoughts of adventures of yours are starting to infatuate your mind. You know, I've been on a few adventures in my day, and you don't really run into many massive creatures, but I'm sure one day you'll find one, and I'm sure you'll do a grand job of it. I mean, you've been training for, what has it been, 18 years at this point?
Yeah, that would make sense. But during this fight, though, you came to me, and
Oh, am I living rent-free in your head? And you see he kind of adjusts the collar of his undershirt.
you'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
Only the best for
No.
me and you, right?
But of course. But here's the strange part. You were dead.
Now that doesn't sound like me at all. I'm not one who's
That-
easily killed by many. Many have tried. Some almost succeeded, but most have failed.
That I'm aware of, and here you are standing in front of me.
Well, where else would I be? Sure as hell not 6 feet under.
Ain't that the truth?
I think you're a little groggy from the drink. Here, I got food for us if you're hungry. I've got some tea brewing as well. Wake you up a bit.
I'll start to climb out of my tent and start walking towards the fire.
It's a pretty decently sized fire as you drive to a sit down. He hands you a cup of tea and a skewer. He kind of pulls the small rodent-like creature and pulls the two sticks apart, and it kind of just slides in half and hands you one half and starts taking a bite of it.
Can I roll an investigation check just to see if this is real or not?
Sure, roll an investigation.
Got a 9.
Must have been a bad dream. What, you lose?
How long was I out?
Uh,
How long was I out for?
about 16 hours, I'd say. You don't normally sleep that much. I was half wanting to go over and kick you, make sure you were still breathing. I know you like the tent flap open for the cool air, but I was afraid I'd wake up to find you as a popsicle.
Well, the strangest part is I actually don't remember what we did to make me sleep that much.
Well, I mean, we escorted that caravan. We got attacked. I mean, it was a pretty brutal fight, but I mean, you seemed to hold yourself. Maybe you just caught up to you. Maybe you're just not used to doing good in a fight.
It must be. Scratch my head and start taking another bite of the food he made.
So I know you've been asking around the local cities. Have you found anything about your father? Where he is, what he's doing?
Fortunately, I have not very many leads to go off of, that is. But
I mean,
Huh.
you do always have the choice of coming with me. You know, here in a year or so, I'll be heading back to the family. You could always join us. You'd be more than welcome. I'm sure the wife would be ecstatic to see who I've been hanging out with for the past 20 years.
Oh, absolutely. So you're gonna be keeping you from her, aren't I?
Well, more happy that I'm being kept company. I doubt she would be too ecstatic to see me. But, as you know, she is quite sick, so...
Yeah. Probably best to go see her.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later.
I'd rather see the kids, though. They're always fun to be around.
Oh, absolutely.
And then something hits you, Otis. A memory that you had forgotten, a passing conversation, but now important nonetheless. As he continues to speak. Yeah, it should only be, a few weeks' travel. She's living in the city of, Litheron right now. I think that's where she moved after we separated. So I'll be heading there. I've got to get some preparations, kind of why I'm having you help me do all these missions, more of the higher paying stuff. And at that moment, you see a change in the scenery, the trees. For a split second, not enough for you to actually recognize, but enough to trigger your brain. You see all of the trees turn dead. The snow disappears into a scorched wasteland. You see him still poking at the fire, but you look at his body and you see they're covered in scars, runes. He's thin, emaciated, bleeding from various spots, his skin barely holding on to the bones. Half of his jaw is just gone and just hanging. You see a massive just gash from the center of his lip down his neck, up the side of his face, just a hole with flesh and bone just hanging out as he is still talking. And then the next moment, it snaps right back. So, yeah, apparently she's found herself a pretty decent place to live. I guess she met up with some people that were willing to offer her a job at some sanctuary of sorts. Enough of a paycheck to feed the kids, you know?
I'll just kind of stand up and give him a quick once-over, trying to see if what I saw was real or not.
You good, Otis?
Yeah, I just thought I saw something with you.
What?
It's
Are
quite
you
strange.
noticing my immaculate form? I have been working on it, as he flexes.
Oh, no need to give me that. You know how strong you are.
Of course.
I am very grateful to have me join you in your travels and have us be great friends.
Oh, no need to get too heartfelt about it. None of that ushy-gushy shit. You know, now
You know I
thinking
need
of it,
help.
maybe that's why my wife left me. Who knows? I think it was that
Think about-
cooking of hers. Because I left her.
Oh.
Don't let her tell you anything different when you meet. He
Mm.
kind of just has a sly smirk on his face.
Well, how much longer do we have until we take off?
I'd say we get some hunting done, get some rations for the road, and I think we'll be good to head to the next city. Unless you have anything to do in the forest other than take a piss on a tree.
You know, I'm gonna take a quick walk around, grab a couple things, and we can head on out.
Sure thing, I'll get this fire stoked out and get our food packed up. I'll grab the traps as well.
I'll stand up and start trying to decollapse the tent, but just taking side glances at Torin, just making sure that this flicker of moment, I don't miss it.
As you begin gathering up your things, time almost begins to shift around you, speeding up. You see the trees going through winter, spring, back to winter, mountains shifting, trees falling, growing. You find yourself now standing in pitch black darkness. You look up at the sky, something that you haven't seen before. You look up and you see a sky with not a star in it. Just the two looming moons. The stars are gone. And you've never seen something like this before. As you find yourself standing in the middle of this snowy field, you see Torin is gone, and it is just you staring up at this massive expanse of darkness above you. The two moons just faintly drifting across the sky.
Just think about what my mother had said about all the angels back when I was a kid. How every life was up there, and just wondering where they all went.
As you're standing here, you see a snowstorm beginning to pick up. The wind carrying itself through the trees at a rapid pace, blowing up snow. A blizzard. You look off in the distance, just down the hill at the base of this mountain that you're standing in, and you see a figure walking through the blizzard. Shapeless, formless, this shadowy, dark void passing through the snow. The moment the snow hits, it just disappears as he is walking through, just erasing. You see every step he takes, you see the trees and the plants begin to die around him and corrode into dust.
Is he walking towards me?
He is. He is walking up the path coming towards you.
I just pull out my battle axe and just kind of stand my ground.
You go to pull out your battle axe, and as soon as it comes in front of you, you feel it give in as it just into dust in the wind, picked up by the snow and taken from you. As this figure begins approaching, you see almost a black and white flame flickering. I will give you a reference image so that you know what you're looking at. If I can...
Hey, reference image.
Oh no!
Gay.
Oh,
Go.
Just walking through the bramble, looking at you, these piercing white eyes staring at you. And then you begin to hear it. This cackling laughter, just... Another bound by fate, to follow those to the end of death. One more to lead the path. To me. Always me. Never to others, never to heaven, never to hell. For the followers will come, and the chains shall break. For you have chosen to wander this line of fate. You too shall find your end. Not by my hand, but by those who you trust. For there is nothing that can stop me. Look at the
Who are you?
stars. Look how beautiful the stars look. And you see he waves his hand. and you see basically a smeared handprint across the sky. As everything within the path of his hand disappears, tree, the stars, the clouds, the snow, everything just disappears at a wave of his hand. You see half the moon disappears, or half of the larger moon just disappears. As he brings his hands up and reaches out towards the sky, you see this sphere appear. You see light beginning to bend around it. You see the moons getting distorted, the sky itself. You see as a dragon flies by, the light around the dragon gets distorted around this sphere in the sky. And see this purplish white glow begin circumventing this massive sphere in the sky. Come to me, Void, for all your consumption shall bring us grace. You shall join the rest, for this is the path of fate you have chosen. Like many before you, you will not be the last. And as he brings his hands out, you see the sphere getting bigger and bigger, as you see pieces of the mountains begin shutting out of the ground, cracking, rumbling, shattering into the sky. Everything begins to suck towards this massive sphere in the sky as you stand there in awe. You see 4 figures raising their hands to the sky as well. You notice one as Torin, scarred, broken, beaten, bloodied, runes inscribed on his naked body. You see a woman next to him, a human, and you see 2 kids about the age of 6 to 12 just raising their hands, all of them scarred across their bodies. These blackened runes seared into their skin by brands as they just raise their hands to the sky as this laughter fills your mind. And you shoot, awake in your bed in a cold sweat. The room is dark. The shadows fill the room. Your heart beating out of your chest as this laugh dissipates into the air. Not a minute has passed. You were setting your backpack down and it is still in your hand as you are just frozen there in your room. And your bag just drops from your hand as all the weakness fills your body. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution, all right.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
The 24.
You do not gain a point of exhaustion for the day, but you are unable to sleep.
I just collapsed to the floor and just kind of put my head in my hands.
You just sit there in the darkness. Quiet. Solemn. Lonely.
I just think to myself, I need to get out of this room and bolt out the door.
All right. As you do this, Kane, you were laying in your room, trying to go to sleep, the images of the day going through your mind. Something's not sitting right with you. In a split moment, you feel a shiver down your spine and your heart begin to boop, 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 beating out of your chest. Immediately, your flight or fight response is activated, and you feel like something is there with you. In this place, in this room, you don't know, but immediately your heightened senses are just tricked off. You begin to feel your
investigation check.
Sure. You feel your breathing
Right.
become heavier, quicker, almost like an anxiety attack.
7. Boo.
You frantically look around the room for anything, any semblance of movement or a person, but you don't feel it.
Hmm.
But what you do feel is a hand on your shoulder. As you quickly turn around, you find yourself in a small cabin,
Oh, God.
worn down and rustic, but cozy. There is a chimney and a fireplace that is currently lit. It's a very cramped space, only one floor. Most of these rooms you could probably lay down and touch all 4 walls if you wanted to. But you find yourself sitting in a very comfortable, very lived-in armchair. You are sitting by this fireplace, and you notice there's a figure across the way currently reading a book. You notice a coat rack or one of those coat stands is just on the corner of this room by the front door. You would see a wide-brimmed black hat is currently sitting on it, a large leather torn trench coat hanging on the rack. In the chair across from you can see reading a book. There's an older, grizzled man. You can see skin dark and tan. It looks as if it's almost cracking like dried mud, dried stone. Faint stubble of a gray beard is poking through. Deep circles underneath the eyes. Hair scraggle down the side, dark, black, and oily. You see a larger muscular form, a very well-built older man. Looks probably in his late 60s, early 70s.
Hey.
His feet are currently kicked up on a coffee table. You notice very worn leather boots. As you find yourself just in this room. The soft firelight trickling in. Find yourself sitting there.
Fuck. I'm just gonna look around, see if anything makes sense to me.
Roll a perception check.
Fuck. 20. Dirty 20.
20. You notice quite a few things. You see hanging right above the fireplace is... It looks like this protruding long piece of wood, a tube of metal coming out the end. You see a lever on the bottom of it, a trigger, in which you recognize. You notice that there's inscriptions all along the barrel. You recognize these inscriptions from the Helsing. You look around the room and you see various plaques. You see a plaque hanging. You see a pair of wings that are curled and nailed to this plaque. You see 4, 5, 6 different types of heads from different creatures see tails. You look around, you see mason jars filled with varying liquids, material components, organs, eyes, ears, various different bones, parts of bodies just lay this house. And you see as well religious iconography everywhere. Crosses. You see the light of Lathander. You see every godly symbol around this house. And you notice just books and paperwork just line floors, tables. You would see the entire skinned cloak of what you now recognize as a banshee hawk. Its fur currently being used as a rug in this house. As you see this figure just
Where am I?
flipping through the book. As you say that, the figure responds, "Well, I should be asking the same question to you. Seems you found yourself in my home.
Who are you?
Sure you know who I am, Mr. What is it? Khan? Caleb? What was it? Kane. Kane, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, Kane. Who are you?
Name's Silas. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you."
After hearing the name, I go on one knee, knowing who it is.
He just puts his hands in his head in his hands. He goes, Don't do that, please. Just take a seat. We need to talk. See, something was trying to get in your head tonight, and I have a way of understanding what's going on with people in the Order. See, when I made hemomancy, I wanted to make sure I knew who was using it. Of course, there are blood clerics and other things who have staunched on the name of hemomancy, but I'm more concerned about us blood hunters. And see, something was trying to get in your head tonight. For your benefit, I was able to prevent that. See, I just went on an adventure myself to a little-known place called Purgatory. And I may or may not have caused some trouble there. And thought it might be nice of me to check in with those who I still think are worthy of holding place in the Order. So, what have you been up to? I hope that Jern has taught you well.
He has taught me his best.
Are you always this nervous?
No, not all the time.
Please, sit in the chair, get off your knee. I don't need any of this groveling shit.
All right. You can see him just stumbling towards the chair, nervous as shit.
Gotcha. Well, from what Jern has told me, you found yourself in quite of a pickle and you wouldn't quite leave him alone. So he had no other choice but to adopt you into our beliefs. You know, it kind of sounds similar to how I found him. Beaten, broken, lost. Well, I made a warrior out of him, and he does the quote marks, save the world, so at least there was some benefit of it. Don't know what he sees in you. Well, you gonna talk, or you just gonna keep standing there all wide-eyed?
I'm just gonna sit there in awe.
Well, if you're not gonna answer me, then I guess I have nothing for you. I was gonna try and help you out, but if you're not willing to at least communicate like a civilized individual, then I can just send you back.
No, no, I'm sorry. It's just that I didn't think I would ever meet you.
Many people don't get the chance. Most end up dead. Which, I mean, you still could, depending on how this conversation goes. But no pressure. You need a drink or
Yeah.
something? You look like you're kind of nervous.
I'm fine.
That wasn't a question.
Water?
He slides a glass over to you.
You see him gulp it down quick.
Well, at least I know you're not a demon now. You kind of take a look around him and you see hidden just beneath his armchair is a little vial, a little flask. You recognize it as holy water. Just want to make sure you weren't one of them lycanthrope individuals who have squallered the name of our fair order.
I couldn't possibly ever do that to myself and betray the order.
See, that's what I like to hear. So tell me a little bit about yourself. The good, the bad, the ugly. Jern's kept it quite private to him, but I don't like secrets.
I guess I had a regular life until that very day that made me meet Jern. That's it really, but I'm not too sure with
What happened on that day?
a demon went into my home, murdered my daughter and wife.
How'd he murder
almost
them?
killing me in the fire. He ate them.
They do tend to do that.
Yeah.
You know what else demons like to do? How much do you know about demon kind?
I guess the smell of sulfur when you know one is nearby. I guess I'm able to detect some sort of their evil.
Alright. Do you know how demons repopulate on the material realm?
No, not really.
Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a history lesson. But before I give this history lesson, do you know what the number one rule of our order is? Did Jern tell you that part?
My mind's blanking on me at the moment.
Keep hate close and keep love as far away as possible. It's the only way our order works. For if you love something, you have something that can be taken away. That being said, everything I'm going to tell you is for that purpose of keeping hate close to your heart. It's the only way we can kill the things that need to be killed. So the way demons repopulate is they have to separate their power. And what they do is they separate their power into another individual. Let's say a home alone wife. They separate that power into them. They let it gestate. Once it reaches a certain age, well, they need to get some of that power back, so they come and, well, they consume that power. And they take whatever semblance of their imbued power, and they take it. And they grow it. And they nurture it. Into yet another servant of hell. So let me ask you this. When was your child born, Cain?
Oh my god. I don't recall.
You ever see your kid's body when you saw that they had been eaten?
No.
Well, I think you're starting to get it in your head that you may have an answer. Maybe that demon made a pass by your house a decade back or so, imbued some of his power into your wife, and that power was birthed as your daughter. Daughter reached a certain age, he came back to retake that power a little bit from your wife and, well, to start nurturing that daughter of yours into something worse. So you said you saw them get eaten. Did you actually see it happen, or did you just see the aftermath and assume?
That's what Germ told me from when he killed the demon, that they were eaten and sent to purgatory.
You ever thought he was just trying to spare you from the life of a blood hunter? We're not truthful
I'm not
people,
sure.
Kane. We lie all the time to do what we need to do. How many people have you lied to get in their house just to kill their husband, their wife? A shape changer. A possession. How many times have you lied to people just to make sure that they're okay so they don't follow the same path you're on? What's to say we haven't done the same to you? The violation of life is why these things need to die. Why all things need to die. Everything but us. The beings that made these creatures, the beings that allow them to roam our world without intervention, they need to die. And that hate you're feeling, that sorrow, use it. That's how we get things done. Can't be having any soft, whimpering cowards in our order. So how much hate do you have in your heart, Kane?
Enough.
You could always have more.
Then I will find it and use it.
Even if that meant killing your daughter?
Not my daughter anymore.
What if I told you I knew where she was?
Then I'll do what I have to.
Sure you can do that?
Not my daughter anymore.
See, he motions back to one of the back rooms. And then he motions to the gun over the fireplace. Bill, get to it now.
And what about those who get in my way?
Well, as I've said before, lie, cheat, steal your way to what you need to do. You need to act friendly. You need to help them out here and there. Manipulate them. Convince them. Gaslight them. Do what you need to do to get them on your side. And once your goal's done, well, you don't have a need for them anymore. Find someone else that you can do the same thing to. This is not a friendly order. We don't have friends. We don't have families. We have one goal and one goal in mind, and that is to maintain the Helsing and put down those who need to be put down. And if one of them won't let you, well, there's bigger goals in mind. One more body to the pile. So, let's see if you can do it.
understand.
We'll get to it, young buck. I don't got all night. What are you doing?
The DM, the revolver's in front of me, right?
No, he's got his rifle
Oh,
above the fireplace. That's what he motioned to, was the lever action. It has similar markings as the Helsing on the barrel of it.
then I go to grab it.
You know how to use one of those things? Hopefully Jern taught you.
No, he only told me about the revolver that you made.
Works the same. Pull the lever on the bottom. It'll push a new bullet into the chamber. And, well, you pull the trigger and watch the magic happen. See, Helsing is
Any
special,
ammunition?
yes, but it's a line of weapons. Can't let one go missing and that be the end of us. That thing's the Helsing repeater. It's one of my special creations. My own personal. You take it down and you pull the lever. You see a round go in. You see the same inscriptions on the round as you have before. As you begin to walk into the hallway, you hear him continue to speak. The only difference is the revolver wasn't quite done when it got removed from my possession. See, that one, there's no chance. You shoot something with that and that thing's dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No chance involved. Let's just see if you got that hate you talk of. As you begin walking down the room, you reach the end of the hallway and you see a door. You open it and you see stone stairway leading down into a basement.
Mm-hmm.
You going down there? Can you muster up the
Hell
strength?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I go down the stairs, yeah, into the basement.
Go down to the basement, and you see that there's a chair in the middle of the room, a single light being held. And you see your daughter, Luna, just as the day you lost her. Pale skin, the black hair, and you see tears just streaming down her eyes. Dad, is that you?
Can I roll an investigation check or perception?
What are you trying to figure out?
Whether Silas was lying or not. That my daughter is a demon.
Rolling
and
it.
to see if it really is a demon.
Roll an insight check.
It's 15.
Hard to tell. Dad, what are you doing here? Can you help me? Please let me out of this chair. I don't know what's happening. You see tears just streaming. Her eyes wide in terror.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody,
Over the hot seat.
everybody's
Yeah.
got to go through it. Welcome to the hot seat, brother. Please, Dad. Where's Mom? Where's Mom? Where is she? Please let me out. These things on my arms, they hurt. And she's trying to pull on the leather wraps. What do you do, Kane? You're standing there, rifle in your hand, as she's pleading to you to let her out. She misses you. she's sorry for whatever she's done. I'm sorry if I did something bad, Dad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be bad. Please.
Can I throw holy water on it?
Sure.
Or I throw holy water on it to see what would happen.
You throw it, and you see it just land on her skin. You remember something that Silas told you. The power has to be nurtured. If it's not nurtured to a full potential, who knows if there's a way of telling whether or not they are or not. Please, I swear, I'll be good. I'll do my chores. I'll do everything you and Mom ask. Just please, please. Please let me out. What are you doing, Kane?
Really would like to see your reaction to this right now.
He's sitting there, hands in head, going, "Oh my god, what do I do?"
Stressing out.
Yeah.
All that talking couldn't muster anything.
Kane, what are you doing?
I'm just reliving the whole entire night in my head.
Mm-hmm. The images of that night, the boiling pot, the meat on the cutting board, the small scale rabbit, stuffed animal, burnt, charred on the floor as the smell of cooking meat and blood and iron fills your nostrils as smoke is filling the room. You hear the bubbling of the boiling pot in front of you, the searing and sizzling of the inside of the oven. As you're just reliving this moment, you find yourself just standing in a dark, dirty basement with your daughter in a chair not 10 feet from you, pleading to you, screaming out to you, crying, bawling her eyes out.
I know what I saw. I just pulled the trigger.
So, as you pull the rifle up, you aim the sights in, and you see her eyes go wide. And the last thing you hear is just, "I'm sorry." And as soon as you pull the trigger, the light goes out. And you wake back up in your room. Sweaty. Cold. Darkness in the room. The draft coming in from the cold air outside. The creaking of your bed as you immediately shoot up out of sleep. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
A 5.
You get 1 point of exhaustion for the day. So on your character
Yay.
sheet, if you go to conditions, scroll down to exhaustion,
Conditions.
click level 1, and you will have a disadvantage on all ability checks. So that is attack rolls and ability checks, as well as skill checks. So you have disadvantage on everything pretty much but saving throws.
Okay.
Or sorry, it's just ability checks. So your 6 main ones. So strength, dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Just your base checks you have disadvantage on.
All right. I don't want to play anymore. I'm out. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't like the hot
What a
seat.
D&D.
I don't like the hot seat. This sucks.
I'm not having fun anymore.
And you're in your room, and that feeling is still ever present around you. Just that weight. As you are shooting awake, Theo and Valen. You all are in your room. Valen, you're having a hard time sleeping. Theo, you are as well, just tossing and turning in your bed. Theo, you're going through the images of the fight with the Banshee Hawk. It's seared into your mind. The adrenaline of the fight, the ghostly figure that you saw of someone who looked very similar to you, more feminine. She said she was your mother, but you don't know. Valen, you're going through the fight as well, but a different memory keeps passing through your mind. That final moment standing in that cathedral. Your mother looking out to you, recognizing you as her son, her only son, reaching her hand out as if one last attempt of a motherly connection as the head crunches in and her body's thrown to the floor. And neither of you can sleep. And you can definitely tell either one of you are tossing and turning. Do you say anything to each other? Because you can tell you two are awake. And I'm sure, Valen, there's some emotion that Theo can hear as well.
Yeah.
If you want to describe what that looks like to Theo.
You're gonna hear just some and just wrestling on the floor, me shifting the blankets and myself. But I'm not gonna say anything.
All right. Theo, what does Valen see as he's kind of looking at you? As you're tossing, turning, going through all these memories?
Well, if he could see my face, he'd see, like, me kind of frowning. As if I'm thinking deeply. And then there's just, like, a few sighs every now and then.
The eyes slowly moving further and further to the side.
Theo, can you sleep?
Barely.
Keep thinking about that fight and other stuff.
Me too.
I don't know if we're gonna get any sleep tonight.
Should we head downstairs?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yay!
As you guys go to reach for the door, get a knock at your two bedrooms.
Well, this is your room, Theo.
Is there like a peephole?
No.
Oh god. What can I see under the crack? Like, are there any shadows?
There are. It's like there's two shadows of what look to be feet.
Mhm. Okay, I'm just gonna open it, but I'm gonna step a little bit back so I'm not right in the door.
As you open the door, you see a small figure in a cloak, about 3'2". You see a little lamb creature, 2 little curled horns coming out of the head, the more pointed goat-like ears kind of pointing more downwards. Sorry if I woke you. May I come in?
Sure. Was it Wilma?
Yeah, yes, that's my name. You hear the little clopping of the hose that little as she walks into the room. You notice her cloak is wet. Seems she's been outside. There's a little bit of mud on her hooves. She kind of stamps it at the front of the door, just a little. She pulls the hood down and takes off the cloak and just kind of sets it over the chair. Kind of just curls up onto the bed and then just takes a seat. Like, has to climb up onto the bed.
Uppies.
Uppies. Everybody
Crazy.
loves giving Wilma uppies.
Yeah.
You guys not able to sleep either?
Not at all.
Nope.
I think there's a reason for that.
And what reason is that?
Not a good one.
When is it ever good for us?
One of the chains is broken.
Are you saying another chain is broken?
No, it seems the one they were working on. There are 3 chains to each shackle. There are 3 shackles in total. One of the chains has been severed. It seems that these vassals are stronger than the last. It seems a certain all-consuming power has grown smarter over the years.
Well, so where does that leave us now?
A turning point of decision is coming soon. And I will be leaving.
You'll be leaving permanently?
I have spent my time here attempting to convince you to ally yourselves with our cause. There are others who seem to be more willing. So, I have been told that my specialties would be better utilized elsewhere. Unless I can give one final attempt. Now that his chain is broken, we don't have time to wait. If 2 vassals can break a chain, that means with enough time they can release one of the shackle keeps. In previous history, from the account of the Watchmen, it required all 3 of them just to break one chain, let alone all 3. The Watchmen stopped them on the first shackle. The fact that they have already broken a chain on one of them with just 2 is worrisome. So I don't have much time here before I am requested elsewhere. The masks are of importance.
Wilma, is there a way to meet in the middle? Sinra gets what he wants, but we can still obtain our magic.
Unfortunately, that is a cause of the end. Without the removal of magic, there are chances that the gods can rise again. The removal of magic means the removal of Mystra, the creator of magic, would be included with everyone. We can't just let Mystra live. in this plane as she has been, without a chance that they would come back. The reason these shackle keeps and these vassals have attempted time and time again to break them free is because they have magic, because magic is allowed in this world. If we remove the gods, we remove the magic, we remove the shackle keeps. We remove any semblance of capability of Eternus coming back. A permanent disassociation from this world and our lives. I will be joining them. Senrir will be joining them. And he knows the consequences of when he is brought to the void with the rest of them. What trials he will have to face due to his actions. But that is a risk he is willing to take, and suffering that he is willing to take and sacrifice so that you may live free. Aside from
Well,
fear.
what do you know of the divine gods, quote unquote, always having a plan, and this being exactly part of that plan?
I know from my time that in the beginning there were two gods, Eternus and Kelemvor. And when they fought, Kelemvor fought for creation. He had no plan in mind. He just wanted to create. So when he banished Eternus to the abyss, he bore children. I'm sure you've read the book.
Yes.
But he was tired, and so he rested. And he left his eldest child, Lathander, in charge, as well as the divine council, Mystra and Savras. The goddess of magic being Mystra, the god of fate and destiny being Savras, and the god above all else, Lathander. Through some time, humanity was created. Lathander developed a plan. A path in which was decided between him, Savras, and Mystra that the world would take. That would end in subservience to him and undying loyalty from mortals. And he wrote conditional clauses to that loyalty, as I'm sure you all have been finding out what the prophecies are. Those are conditional to keep humanity in line, to keep them on the path, for if they stray, he can always just redo it. With that plan being in place, there is a threat of freedom, of living our lives, not even my life, of your lives, in whichever way you please. Let society, those who are living down here, decide the rules, the laws, the tranquility of it. We've seen it in many other places where the gods can't touch, where they have ended up due to their own merit. And it can end up well, and we know it can, and this is but another place we want to see that prosper.
I understand.
And if Kelemvor comes back, if he ever does, I doubt this is what he wanted.
What is keeping him from coming back?
No one has talked to him. My best...
Has anyone tried?
There are a few who have connected to him. The Watchmen being one. I don't know what was said in that conversation. But what I do know is that Tharad disappeared into the wastelands. Jern is nowhere to be found. I can't even find him anymore. Aleolith, she's your cardinal witch, and she still decides to align herself with Lokil. Lokil's whole goal was separating herself from existence because of what has been happening. And then Jojor... Jojor. Whatever conversation happened, Jojor used it as an excuse, as a validation for all of the harm that he has caused. All of the killing, all of the wealth and selfishness and harmful things he has done. Whatever conversation happened in the end, after their fight with the vassals, the fragment of Eternus they pushed back, Savros talked to them, and whatever he told them changed them indefinitely. And it doesn't seem good. Whether he told them he was never coming back, or that if we can't figure out, he'll just destroy it and start again. Hell, maybe this cycle with him and his brother is a part of that reset. A disappointment of what his creation has turned out. An allowance of his brother to take back the world so that he may fight again and start anew. I don't know. So in my opinion, and I hate to be rash, it's better to end them now. Because why ask what if? If we can just end it
I
here.
don't think there's a what if. I don't think there's a what if. I've been able to pray to the other side, aka divine powers. And a couple things that keep popping up are getting stronger, seeking what we don't want, going through hardships to become stronger to stop whatever it is that is needing to be stopped, aka what I've prayed for, and that is Eternus and the end of humanity as we know it. I see your side and dividing the planes, but Wilma, what if we wanted you to stay here? Would that be a cause for you to fight for? What if we could save y'all's plan and still meet in the middle? What if there was a option for it?
And what option would that be?
I don't know yet. Just like you don't know certain things as well. But I'm starting to believe that this is playing out for a reason. That this hardship is put in place only for us to discover something new about ourselves that we haven't dove into quite yet. But me turning into this draconic form, us meeting the party members we've met, and the hardships that we've all gone through are all testaments. Who would have thought that we could have dominated a Banshee Hawk? Nobody in this party would have thought so. But we've done it. And the only way we would have found out is if we had fought one.
I want you to ask yourself. I know many of your party members have not been here for long. But there is one who has been here since the beginning. And I'm sure you know who that is.
I do.
How much more loss are you willing to put him through? He fights for you, you know that. He makes mistakes, yes, but he fights for you all. He would do anything for you. And he has lost everything. He's lost many people, more than he knows now, those in which I choose to be silent about. For I don't want him to suffer more. The party members who have...
Suffering is part of it.
Do you think he deserves that? Do you think he deserves to lose you? To lose everyone else? Do you think you do?
I don't think it's about deserving or not deserving. I think it's about growth. What else are we on this planet for? Just to live selfishly?
You are here to live
That's kind of what I got
selflessly,
you.
but not because you were told to, but because it is right. He has done everything. You've seen the way he sways with belief in the gods. Even in those times in which he didn't believe in them, he still tried his hardest to help you because he knew it was right. We have seen time and time again that humanity is able to live without gods in their presence and still turn out good. Those party members, the woman, her satyr friend, they're gone. They're no longer living. The spacefaring individual, she's gone too. Erased. That lion folk? What do you think happened to him? I've been keeping eyes
know.
out. And it's not good. Everyone who touches this path ends in a fate they don't deserve. And I don't want to see that for you all. I am willing to sacrifice everything. And I know Yurk is too. This is my
And
final
so am I.
request of you all. Talk about it. But I need a decision. I can't wait any longer.
Understand. If we decide not to, as a friend, I ask one favor. What I ask is if you obtain the other masks from anybody else, that you at least give us the option to try to fight to the very last moment.
I will try to convince him. But he does not want to see any more death.
I understand. Death is a part of life, though.
It is a part of life,
I'm sure you
but it
guys know
should
that.
happen naturally.
Right.
I will talk to him. And I will try to convince him to wait. But know what you are asking.
I know what I'm
You can
asking.
fight to the bitter end. But if you lose, there is no after. There is no seeing what comes after that battle.
I understand.
Let the other party members know what I've spoken to you.
I will.
Make sure they understand the consequences of this choice.
I will, but also at least stay till everybody gets up so we can get an overall opinion, because this is just mine.
If they choose to side with me, will you join them?
Probably not, because this is my opinion, and I've never been one to be pressured into a decision if I didn't align with it. But if that means I have to separate myself from them, I will. You said you're willing to give everything for what you believe in, and so is Yurk. Well, so am I.
Make sure they understand the consequences, and not with a bias of your own purview, but what I have
I
told
won't.
you. Can I trust you to do that?
You can. I've never hidden anything from them.
Before I leave, Theo, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to have a word.
Okay.
Theo, I'll meet you downstairs. I'm gonna walk out of the room.
So, Theodas, sorry you had to witness that tense conversation. I don't like getting stern too much. I like being more lighthearted. But I do have good news for you.
Okay.
I think I might know where your power comes from.
And I like my eyes open wide.
So you understand that your healing powers, right? They don't come from more of a natural sense like that of a cleric or a druid, correct?
Yeah. Come from my meals.
Exactly. And you are from the Wastelands, correct?
Yes, I was born there.
You're very interesting. I'm not going to lie. I have taken a interest in how you work. I know this is going to sound cliche, but you're a chef, so I'm sure you'll understand. Let me pose it to you as a question. Do you know what the most important ingredient in a meal is?
Air.
No. She kind of scratches her head.
It's love.
I was going more for the end of love. Love is the most important ingredient to a meal.
Love and care.
And care. Care is the salt, love is the pepper, right? Well, there have been rare occasions of individuals who are known as natural enchanters. These are individuals who have a high enough natural magical potential. You being from the Wastelands, I'm sure you have your fair share of arcane radiation. But the interesting part is it seems the way you were born or conceived, you have a way of controlling that magical radiation so it doesn't melt those around you. But when that comes, it allows you to imbue things with magic, things you care about. Think of the best weapons craftsmen in the world. At a certain point, it's not just skill, it's about care for the craft. Most of the best craftsmen are arcane enchanters, or natural enchanters, for that matter. Those with enough magical capability and enough care for their craft that they can imbue it with magics from a natural sense. It's similar to that of silent casters, such as Lokil. She doesn't need spell components. She doesn't need verbal, somatic, or material components. She can just bend magic to her whim because she cares for it. Now, she may be the only natural magic caster that we have ever seen. Aleolith's attempting to. But I think you may be a natural enchanter. The amount of magic in your body and your level of control over it allowing you to imbue magic, or love, into the food you create, to allow you to heal those around you without the connection to that of a divine sense or an oath. And it may take some time to work on it, but I do think you could be very powerful with it. Very profitable, too, if you're wanting to go the more business route instead of this adventuring shenanigans. As I'm sure you've had a rough day, this party is not an easy one to be around.
So that explains why my food can help those around me.
Just because you have a lot
But-
of love in your heart. Well, for the food at least. Whether it's those around you, that's up to you. Do you have a question?
During my fight with the Banshee Hawk, I felt some sort of a little rage built up inside me, not like anything before. And I think I was able to form some sort of weapon that helped on the battlefield.
We're able to. Emotions with natural enchanters are a very powerful thing. Your love for someone may heal them. Your hate for something may let you destroy it. Your not fear. Well, fear may protect you, but your care for somebody else, your affection towards them, your worry for them may protect them as well in a case of need. These emotions that come with being a natural caster, you need to learn how to focus them, imbue them into, well, your magics. It is very rare that somebody can naturally cast magic, such as yourself. You are a 1 in a million. Probably more. You're very special, Theo. And I want to see you grow. So, we have people who can nurture that growth. If you wish to take our help. If not, I understand, and I'm sure that's a conversation for the rest of your party. But regardless of what you choose, I do see growth in you. And I do see a very powerful magic caster in your future. And I just thought
Who are these people?
they are followers of our collective. They are known as followers of the broken. They are a group of people who believe in strength and one's own greatness, individuality. And I'm sure you can do it on your own. But I just thought I'd offer and give you the good news. I know you have been struggling to find out why you can do the things you do, and I thought to give you a little help in figuring that problem out.
Well, thank you for explaining this to me.
You're very welcome. Be sure to care about those around you, for your magic will become more powerful. I'm sure you have a conversation to get to, so I will leave you be. And I do hope you have a good day. And one of these days,
Thank you, Wilma.
I hope to try your food. I've smelt it from a distance, and it seems very appetizing.
I recall back to the time I gave her a cookie.
She grabs it. Oh, well, thank you very much. Am I okay to eat it? She
What?
puts the whole cookie in her mouth and just with one bite swallows. It is very tasty. You wouldn't happen to have any more for my travel, would you?
That was the last one I had.
I understand. Well, hopefully we meet again and Try some more. She walks to the door and begins walking out. About this time, Ark and Yerk,
Oh shoot.
you all are sitting in your rooms. And you get that same feeling, that heightened sense of awareness, that fight or flight response. Yerk, your stump begins to burn. Ark, you feel this shuddering through your bones, the magic in your body straining and striking out as if in agony. You all begin to hear the same sort of whispers in the air, the shadows moving around you. For hours you lay there trying to sleep, but the uncomfortable nature of your bodies at this point, it's impossible. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws for me. As well as Theo, you need to make one, and Valen, you need to make one as well.
Alright.
22.
Okay, so you're good, Theo.
18.
18, you were good, Valen.
Dirty 20 for Yerk.
Yerk is good.
Ooh. Natural 20 for Ark.
All of you guys are good. Nice. You're struggling through the night. You don't get an exhaustion point. But both Ark and Yerk, you feel this presence, this weight, this tension in the air, the shadows moving, licking the side of your rooms. Yerk, you know this power. You were very in tune to this power at one point. And you feel its eyes on you.
I'm done with you.
I'm not done with you, dear Yerk. More shall die. If you keep on this path, you'll lose even more. More than you know have already joined in death. All because you led them on this path. Those around you, they shall die as well. How many more shall die due to your own faults, your lack of abilities? War hungers for you, Yerk. You were meant to be, and soon you shall. As the voice dissipates, the shadows begin licking down the walls. As the light begins to fade. Ark. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull something up.
You get a fun one, is what he means.
Well, yeah, because of what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yo.
So, Ark, as you were sitting there feeling this power,
Oh my god.
those of you that cannot hear it, I'm currently playing a Jester's Playground song.
Classy.
Oh boy.
And I will probably edit that into the actual VOD so you can hear it later.
My body.
I can show you how to keep it in the stream and stuff and set your audio tracks.
Actually, what
It's the remix.
I can do for you all is I can go
That
to
way.
this. I actually do need to pause this, otherwise that's going to get copywritten.
You thought it was over. Ha.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this, go to advanced video properties. I'm going to go to this. I'm going to take it off.
You're experiencing technical difficulties.
Off track. Sorry, real quick.
There it is.
There it is. Now it's on stream, so you can hear it. So, Ark, as you were sitting there in this darkness, as this fight or flight response kicks in, you begin hearing faint music apparating in the world around you. The shadows licking up the walls, the room darkening. You find yourself sitting in a chair. You look down, you see flesh on your body. Nails, skin. You find yourself sitting in the audience of a carnival. A circus tent. The circle of sand in the middle. You see various contraptions set up around the room. You see a magical saw box. You see a large glass container filled with boiling water. You see a spinning wheel with straps on it. You see a cage-like maze built into the ground. You hear creatures rustling through the alleyways of this maze that's built in. You see a massive board, one of those balloon-popping dart games, but you see heads just lay on the shelves. And you begin to see it movement above. A trapeziist swinging around. You look up and you see a woman, clown makeup on, a big red nose, bright red lipstick on. Say DC is having issues.
Smudge that lipstick.
Weird.
Is it the audio thing that sometimes happens with Discord?
Encoding is being overloaded. Consider turning down videos saying using a faster encoder.
You know how to do that, Zed?
Yeah, but that's
Your output and then preset for your encoder.
setting output
Encode.
encoder.
Yeah, your preset, drop it down to like one level.
Too
So
fast.
if it's at like P6, go to P5.
I want to get my fucking hands on you. I am one in a Krillian.
So that's actually being
An accordion.
output.
Such, I didn't give Wilma a cookie.
I thought you said you gave her a cookie.
No, I
No,
said
he
I was
said-
remembering when I did give her a cookie.
Oh, okay.
Boy's got cotton in his ears.
Cotton. Goddamn cotton ears.
I'll give him cotton mouth.
Cookies laced with laxative.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's what Jackass King said.
I know. It's wild. Because it's kind of hard to kill her, so
You want to bet?
yeah, I do.
I think it is just having.
She's literally
Yeah.
been shot in the face.
I think it is
Yeah,
just
by regular
having
bullets.
issues. Let's
Yeah,
see if this.
Go home and get the gun.
I didn't say impossible to kill. I just said hard to kill.
Sorry, I'm having issues.
Hard.
Are you using Spotify?
No, I'm not.
YouTube's
Remember, Jacob, you can't say the or the.
I know.